So for the spreadsheet gradebook, my goodness, I have always been afraid of using spreadsheets. I always felt like they were way too complicated, way too difficult to use. After going through your tutorial and going through those processes, I found that the spreadsheets are really, while they can get a little technical and difficult once you learn how to use the different formulas and the different options on there, this is an invaluable tool as far as saving time and energy for grading, keeping a grade book for my classes. Now, the organization again is super easy. Once all the formulas are set, once everything is established the way that you want it to be done, then it's just a matter of entering in information, and the formulas themselves are going to do all the calculations. So as a teacher, you don't have to spend time adding and calculating grades every time you enter something in. Once it's in there, and the spreadsheet does the calculations from that point on. So the key is taking the time in the front, at the beginning, to set up the grade book and to do it in a way that the formulas will take care of it through the rest of the semester. And then once you add in additional assignments, those are going to be automatically calculated if you set the formulas, to include your entire line in your grade book, like we did in the first one. So, for instance, for the first student, when you make their calculations for what grades are possible, and you drag that all the way across a spreadsheet, it'll include all information that's already in there and anything future that you're going to add into that student's grade. So as you go through and you add those calculations, those will be added in. To me, that's huge, especially because organization is the one area where I tend to struggle. So to have something that calculates for me, that does all that for me, it makes it much more easy to keep grades and to keep those organized. And then what I liked the most and was possibly the most difficult were the nested if functions. And while it's difficult and it takes a little bit of time and you have to be very precise in how you enter it, once you do, uh, the spreadsheet calculates the grades for you. You don't have to go through and do all those adding calculations. It will do that for you. And to me, that's huge, especially if a student comes in and wants to see their grade. They want to see what they can possibly have. If they got an assignment done, you can change it and show them, and then you can zero it out after you're done, just so students get a chance to see where their grades are at. If a parent asks, if an administrator asks, you have all that information there. You can easily show them what it would take for those students to either do better or to see where they're at. And again, it happens in real time, so it's a very useful tool. I'm very glad that I was able to get over my spreadsheet phobia, because I do believe that it'll be very helpful moving forward in setting up my grade books for my classes on top of whatever other system the school may have in place. This is something that I can have for myself that just gives me some redundancy and some backup as to what students' grades are.